and took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that...
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start with the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Callahan. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his team.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flip in field position and a flip in fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Andrew Wingard coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. On 2nd down now, it's Hall, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And not only that, now it's 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Ravens have got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Hampton eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Hampton steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit heal up and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Callahan. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Hampton. He'll check this down to Hines. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hampton. That one is caught by Hunt. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham able to get him for a loss of about 3. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Callahan. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the...
And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes left side. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The final shot before break. Callahan, he's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Hall. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Off play action. Hampton being chased out left. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Ooh, with a juke. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll run on 1st down. Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Callahan. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st down, it's Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They run with Hunt, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back to throw. Hampton. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hampton flushed out right. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10. Hampton, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
the play fake. Callahan. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Short side left. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. First down. Hampton flush to his right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Hampton escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Andrews.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Back to throw again. Here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back to throw. Hampton flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
play action. Hampton. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. 2nd and 11 now. That's going to set him back 5 yards. 2nd and 16. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do going